now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Okay, good morning. We're laughing behind the scenes here because we're like running late technically and not paying attention to what we're doing. But hey, good morning. My name is Greg. I'm with Palin Music Center, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. Man, it's a beautiful Thursday morning. Happy to be here with you today. I apologize once again for the sniffles. I can't breathe again. I don't know what's going on. If any of you guys know a good allergy doctor, let me know. Anyway, enough about that. It is Thursday, the, I don't know, 16th of October?
17th.
17th. Holy smokes. This week, this month, this year is flying by. It is absolutely crazy. But hey, I'm just thrilled to be here. Max is already on the chat. Montclair's on the chat. Excited to see you tonight. I'm flying to California today, folks. So I'm only here for half a day and then on a plane heading to the coast. So super excited to be seeing the family this weekend for my little Gwenny Gwen's wedding. Oh, tear. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. The weather is supposed to be awesome at the beach. So excited about that. But anyway, so let's get back to who we are and what we're doing on this show. Like I said, this is Wake Up with Greg. I'm here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. I have an assemblage of different instruments today. I think I got a flute, a clarinet, a saxophone. So just kind of mixing it up, doing a few different things. So stay tuned for that. One of these I know for a fact you have not seen on this show before, so at least you get one new thing, right? And then these are instruments, by the way, that are available for you to purchase on our website, palinmusic.com or reverb.com, or giving me a call, 417-882-7006. I said that all really fast. In addition to the awesome instruments that we share with you, we also share music. We share fun, laughs, excitement, art, literature, films, travel, food, whatever is just on my mind today. I got one more film for you today, but I've tied everything in. You know, sometimes I say how I like to like tie everything in. Today is everything's tied in. It's going to be nice and tidy. Now that being said, instrument-wise, maybe not necessarily with the other content, but it's okay. It's all good. It's all music. It's all fun. It's all fun and laughter. Vincent is here. Good morning, Vincent. Max is here. Good morning. So I think that's it. That's all the stuff. That's what we do. So here's what you can do: hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share this with all your friends, family, and everybody else out there. You know, even the people you don't know, just share it. Who knows? You never know where it's going to go. Yeah, so do that, and I'll do this, and we'll do this together. We have the live stream chat going on. This is the best way for us to have some fun and interact and just hang out. So leave your questions, ask your comments. Wait a minute, strike that, reverse it. Leave your comments, ask your questions. Let us know where you're watching from in the world. I had somebody from, was it Indonesia yesterday, I think that's right. Somewhere. Anyway. So yeah, we got people all over the world watching. So hope to hear from you today. Would like to know where you are. We're in Springfield, Missouri, right in the heart of the good old USA here. Couple things coming up. Let's see what's coming up. We got the turkey trot. No, that's not us. Trunk or treat. Cars and guitars coming up on October 26th, right here at our Springfield location. So bring your kiddos, get them all dressed up, come and get some candy, and hear some live music, and get some food. We've got raffles and drawings and all kinds of cool stuff, plus all of the really cool, awesome guitars and even more cool and awesome cars, like my 66 Mustang. So, and then I don't know what else is coming up, but fall is here, man. It's these last 2 nights, it's gotten down into the 30s. In fact, we had a frost last night, not this just last night, but the previous night. So had to bring all the plants inside and all that kind of stuff. So it's coming, guys. The winter is on the way. So, but I'm happy to have some fall. We get the cool in the morning, warm in the afternoon, and then cool in the evening again. Absolutely love it. All right. So I think that's all the stuff. Why don't we just like jump on in and say good morning to Jordan. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
He's all layered up over here, got his nice green corduroy jacket.
But I can take it off.
No,
It warms up today.
if it warms up, yeah, you can do that. But man, that just looks cozy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I need to get something like that. It's cozy, comfy.
Yeah.
It's like a hug. It's just like a nice hug.
I like cozy.
Cozy. Well, we got all kinds of exciting things going on. So,
You're talking about my shirt, but what we need to be talking about is your shirt.
oh, my shirt
And your watch.
and my watch. I wanted to wear a shirt today that would allow me to wear this watch. You've seen this watch before if you've watched this show before, but it is one of my just personal favorites. I absolutely love this watch. But the shirt, Daniel Cremieux, Paisley's fall colors. Trail, I'm from Chinese descendants. Okay, well, welcome. Welcome to the show. So yeah, I've got the shirt's got the oranges and the yellows and the greens and the blues and all the different things in there. Daniel Cremieux is the brand. I get them here at Dillard's here in Missouri. I'm sure they're available at all other retail outlets across the country. Plus, the Daniel Cremieux specific ones in like New York and Paris and wherever else they've got those fancy stores. And then the watch is in fact, I'm going to remove it briefly so that you can actually see it very well so I can show it to you properly. This is my Timex Marlin. This is a mechanical watch, meaning that you have to wind it up for it to work, which I absolutely love. Don't have to worry about batteries or anything. Very old school style. You've got that gorgeous metallic green dial on there, which just is really kind of not luminescent, but radiant. It's got kind of a radiant look to it. And then the gold case with the kind of alligator strap there. So very vintage styled, we call it mid-century. What do you want to, whatever call it. But just absolutely love this watch. So much fun. And I'm the kind of guy, I've got Rolex tastes on Timex wages. That's how I like to present it. So that's why I have a Timex watch and not a Rolex watch on my wrist, because that's what I can afford, guys. But if anybody out there would like to send me a Rolex, I will be happy to wear it on this show and share it with the world. So I've got a few in mind if you're interested. The Yachtmaster 2, that's the one that I need right there. I've not found one for less than $30,000. So yeah, that's not going to be happening anytime soon. So with that, a sip of coffee. Got the Hawaiian coffee in the zone today, and let's jump into some instruments, shall we?
Yes.
We're going to dive in both feet, head first, right on into this. This first flute is a Yamaha. I should say this first instrument. It's the only flute on the show today. A Yamaha. This is a 300 series flute, so that's their intermediate model series. But I mean, when you see it, you'll see it has more of a pro line appearance to it. This is specifically the YFL 382 HGLP GP. Lots of numbers and letters there. But let's talk about what that means. So we've got the nice Cordura style outer bag there with the French style case on the inside, part case. Pop that open. I'll show it to you in the case so you can kind of see how it looks in there. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Nice, pretty flute. All right, so when we talk about flutes on this show, we talk about all the different features that you want on an upgraded flute. So this is a great flute for an advancing middle school player or high school player or a college player, or an amateur musician just wanting a good quality flute that's going to give them good sound. If you're like a doubler in a big band or something where you're playing saxophone and clarinet and flute in a variety of parts, this would be a great instrument for that. So affordable, yet has all the features that you want in a pro flute. So what do we have here? We have first of all, we'll work from the top down. Everything you want in an upgraded flute. We have the sterling silver head joint. This one happens to have the gold-plated lip plate. So take a look at that. You can see that gold plating there, just really elegant looking, beautiful. Advantages of the gold lip plate: one, it's hypoallergenic. So if you have any metal allergies where you're allergic to silver or nickel or whatnot. This will prevent that and give you a nice, smooth, to use a wine term, a mouthfeel, which is kind of weird, but we'll go with that. It can also affect the sound a little bit. When you add that gold on there, it adds a little bit of warmth to the sound. All right, so that's the head joint sterling silver, which is going to give you a purity of tone, really nice, rich flute sound. The next feature that we have, of course, is the open hole layout here. These happen to have the plugs in it. We've talked about the plugs, so you can see the little rubber plugs in there. But it's the French open hole style. The reason for that is that it allows for better intonation on the instrument, also allows for better facility and like alternate fingering options and different things, which make it a much more versatile instrument for you. This one happens to have the inline G layout, so all of the keys are in a straight line here, as opposed to that G key being kind of bumped down for added comfort. And then finally, the extended B foot joint here. So you've got the B foot extending down there, gizmo key, your trill keys up top. And then finally, the pointed French style key arms, which give you a much more solid regulation. Plus they look better. They're just kind of a beautiful, beautiful flute. I'm just looking at the numbers and stuff on here. That's just the serial number. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. And yeah, good. Okay, so sterling silver head joint, gold plated lip plate, French open holes, extended B foot, inline G, and there it is. That's the Yamaha YFL 382 HPLP GP. So lip plate, gold plate, blah, 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 blah. High performance, let's call it that. I like that. That's a great flute, guys. This is live on our website right now. PalinMusic.com. Give me a call, 417-882-7006. Or, check us out at Reverb as well. I'm going to disassemble. No disassemble. Number 5 is alive. So what's next, Mr. Jordan?
Did you bring some music to recommend to us?
Yep, I did. Music today, this just kind of came to me this morning. I felt it in the fall, the crisp fall air. One of my favorite artists of all time, a true Renaissance man, a true humanitarian, a true musical powerhouse. He's also a fantastic actor. He's married to a supermodel. I mean, the guy's got the life that a lot of people, especially me, dream of. I'm married to a supermodel too, so I guess it doesn't, I don't have to envy him for that because I've already got my own supermodel. All right. But who are we talking about? We're talking about the man, the myth, the legend, the great Harry Connick Jr. Now, I know I've probably got a couple of his songs on the playlist already, and I've recommended him. But, when he's your favorite, you're going to get a few extras from this guy. But I'm taking us back to where it all started for Harry and for us to kind of learn about Harry Connick, that is, from the amazing romantic comedy When Harry Met Sally. And the song that I'm doing for you is It Had to Be You, which is not an original song by Harry Connick Jr., but it is a classic standard song. And Harry's treatment of the song for this film is what launched him into the stratosphere as far as being the new pioneer of, let's call it that Frank Sinatra style jazz. Now, that's really pigeonholing him in a way that's not fair at all, because he is far beyond just that. His musical styles are really amazing. Definitely New Orleans influenced. He grew up with the Marsalis brothers. We talked about the Marsalises earlier this week. Down in New Orleans. In fact, Ellis Marsalis, the patriarch of the family, was, I believe, Harry Connick's piano teacher back in the day. Good friends with Branford Marsalis. But this movie, guys, if you haven't seen this movie, Harry Met Sally, you definitely need to check it out. But musically, the soundtrack for this film, it's Harry Connick Jr., it's classic songs. I think there's probably some Louis Armstrong and some other things on there as well. But this is it. This is the one that launched him into, like I said, the musical pantheon of great artists. And it had to be you. It just had to be. It's such a great song, a fantastic big band arrangement from one of the greatest romantic comedy movies of all time, When Harry Met Sally. So there it is. That's the song. I'm adding it to the playlist right now for Wake Up with Greg. And there we are. So we've got, I don't know, about 1,000 songs on there now. No, not really. Coming up on 200, getting close to that. Because like I said, there's some bonus songs on there. Not just the ones that I've recommended on the show, but others as well. So one more time, It Had to Be You, Harry Connick Jr. from the When Harry Met Sally soundtrack. Check it out. That is my song choice for the day. You know what? I didn't swap out the instruments. I need to swap out the instruments. I'm just going to set that one down right there because I can. Next up, we have a clarinet. All right. So, and this is also kind of a intermediate level horn. So we're speaking to the high school kids. We're speaking to the junior high, middle school kids that are looking for that upgrade. I've got a couple of these in stock, and these are on special on the website right now. This is the Buffet Crampon E12F. So intermediate to professional level. Has some of the characteristics of the higher grade R13, but in kind of a scaled back version. I opened the wrong section of the case. Let's try the correct zippers on this one. When you got all these extra pockets, you just never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. All right, so kind of giving you a little sneak peek as to what it looks like in the case. There you go. There's the clarinet in the case. And so let's put this bad boy together. This is the Buffet E12F. So this is an intermediate or entry pro level clarinet. All African Blackwood, also known as Grenadilla. I mean, Grenadilla is the official name. African Blackwood is a kind of a nickname, if you will. And this comes complete as a kit with the mouthpiece, cap, and ligature. You know what? I just can't do this with these gloves on. I can't get a hold of it to put this thing together. So we'll do that very carefully. There we go. All right. So now I can put the gloves back on, and I can show you in detail what we got going on. Buffet E12F. This is an all Grenadilla wood clarinet. Bright silver plated keys. Beautiful finish on there. I don't know if it's stained or not. I don't think it is stained. I think that's the natural color wood. David Carno, saludos from Colombia, Medellin, Colombia. Cool. That is awesome. John Gage is here. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the show, David. Happy to have you here. And John as well. Happy to have you all here. All right, Buffet E12F. So Grenadilla wood clarinet, silver plated keys. We've got the adjustable thumb rest and strap ring on the back. Undercut tone holes. And by undercut tone holes, what I mean is when they cut those tone holes through, they drill through. The undercutting is a little bit that they put inside the horn to kind of smooth off the edge of that tone hole, which gives you a much freer flowing airflow through the body, and frees up the resistance and whatnot. It just makes it a better sounding, better intonated instrument. Polycylindrical bore on this as well. So we've got, kind of a staggered bore in there to give you, again, better performance. Does this one have I don't think that, oh yeah, it does have the chamber. It has a chambered section in the bell, which helps with the intonation on the lower end of the instrument, which is great. Pad wise, I think we've got synthetic pads on here. Yeah, pretty sure we got synthetic pads. So that right there, guys, very simple. You're going to have to translate that one. Oh, and he's asking about a Bach Stradivarius trumpet. I got that much. We do carry Bach Stradivarius trumpets. I've got several different models available. You can check out our website at palinmusic.com or by giving us a call, 417-882-7006. I don't know how that works from Colombia, but you can certainly check that out. Or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com. So there it is, one last time. The Buffet E12F intermediate or early pro level clarinet. Give you the full 360 turntable style shot there. All right, there you go. That is the second instrument of the day. So I'm going to pop that aside. Try to take this apart with my gloves on so I'm not ruining things here. There we go. Got it. I did it. I got the gloves on. All right. Buffet E12F. Check it out, guys, on the website right now. Special deal on both of them. Would love to send them to a new home today. Would make a great Christmas gift, great birthday gift, great graduation gift, a great gift for just anyone who needs a new clarinet. So there you go. That's the second instrument. I got one more to share with you, and we'll talk about that one in a brief moment.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I translated it.
Oh,
It says, I always watch your videos. I am a fan of Bob Stradivarius trumpets and other brands.
oh, fantastic. Well, David, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for watching. I assume that you've subscribed to the show by now, and if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then share this with all your friends out there in the world. I would really appreciate it. But so glad to have you here. And yeah, we've got a lot of amazing trumpets, so stay tuned. We'll have more trumpets on the show next week for sure. All right, what's next, Mr. Jordan?
Can you show something?
Something cool. Well, like I said, I'm sticking with a theme here. So mentioned Harry Connick Jr. And his coming to fame in the movie When Harry Met Sally. So let's talk about the movie When Harry Met Sally. And just look at the cover of this DVD. I mean, it's a perfect fall film. It takes place, or at least it starts in the fall, and then I think it kind of goes through sections of it. But it's a beautifully filmed movie. And let's just think about this. Why is this film so great? Okay, first of all, written by Nora Ephron, one of the greatest writers of romantic comedies and other films. Directed by the amazing Rob Reiner, one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, mostly in the comedy genre, but he's done others as well. And then, I mean, the cast, we've got Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan, Carrie Fisher, the late, great Carrie Fisher, and Bruno Kirby, the late, great Bruno Kirby. It's such a fantastic film, guys. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's heartwarming. It's touching. It's classic 80s for those of us, in that generation. Now, of course, Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal are in that generation before the Gen Xers like myself, but this was certainly a huge hit in the Gen X world. And it's just such a fantastic film. The music, like I've said, from Harry Connick Jr. is one of the best soundtracks of all time. It is just so great. And of course, it takes place in New York. And, most, I shouldn't say most, but many, many, many great films take place in New York. And there's a reason why. The city is just, it's full of life and energy and beauty and just all kinds of great things. I've been to New York once. I need to go back and spend some time there because it's really pretty amazing. But again, some classic scenes in this, classic lines from this movie, of course. But it's just such an amazing film. When Harry Met Sally. If you have not seen this, get out there, buy it, rent it, stream it, whatever you need to do to check out this film. I'm sure I would have to check the list, but I'm sure it's like a Criterion Collection film. I'm sure it's one of the, top 100 movies that you need to see before you die kind of thing. It is one of those films. It's that great. So heralded as one of the greatest romantic comedies of all time. When Harry Met Sally, there it is. I'm not going to ramble on about this because I can go into a deep dive on this film, but I'm not going to do that for you today because we got another saxophone to show you. So just take a look at it. When Harry Met Sally, starring Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. Yep, Max says best rom-com ever. There you go. It's in fact the truth. launched rom-coms into a whole other stratosphere. So there you go. Romantic and funny. It's wonderful. What other things are said about this? I don't know. And it's not even that long of a movie. It's only an hour and a half. So it's an easy watch. All right. So that's my cool thing for the day. My last piece of fun stuff. I mean, I've got more fun stuff because I've got a cool saxophone to show you. But I need one more sip of coffee. Anybody else out there drinking coffee today? What are you drinking? You drinking tea? Are you drinking water? Are you drinking energy drinks? Smoothies? What do you do for breakfast? What do you do to wake up in the morning when you're waking up with Greg? Jordan's got nothing on his table here. Where's your coffee?
My desk.
Oh, you forgot your coffee on
I
your
guess
desk.
I'll drink it after the show.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. Let's show this last horn today. This is just one of my favorites of all time. When you've seen these cases before, you know what we're talking about. We're talking about Ramponi and Casani, top of the line, handmade Italian saxophones. This one is the beautiful, what they call the half-curved soprano or saxello, soprano sax. This is a B-flat soprano. And by half-curved, what are we talking about? We're talking about we've got the little kind of half curve on the bell, a little half curve on the neck. So you get this kind of S-shaped horn, which is really cool. Gives a different feel as far as the positioning of the horn, the way you play it. Also, the sound comes at you from a little different angle as opposed to a straight soprano that's just shooting it right straight down at you. This one comes up a bit more, not quite as much as like a fully curved soprano that looks like a mini saxophone and that's shooting right back up at you. But this is a solid. It's a high copper content brass, solid brass, and then it has this beautiful vintage silver plating on it. It's a heavy plating, and they call it the vintage style because it's not high gloss polished. It's just kind of natural looking, and has that vintage look. So it looks like a horn that's 50, 60 years old or more in its appearance, but mechanically and structurally, it is 100% modern. All of the mechanism is a very modern mechanism. This is like I said, a handmade saxophone. I'm just kind of looking inside here. You do have the post to rib construction on this, which makes it a very stable instrument. You've got additional bracing, certainly your fine adjustments throughout. Beautiful mother of pearl key touches on there. Really elegant, classic hand engraving on the bell section there. I think I already said fine adjustments throughout. This is the R1 Jazz, is the specific model, R1 Jazz. Half curved soprano. High F sharp, front F. This is available without a high F sharp. This is available with a high F sharp and a high G. You can get into all kinds of custom features on this, which is what's great about a handmade saxophone. They really are, they'll customize them to your liking. So handmade in Italy at the foot of the Italian Alps in northern Italy. Highest grade Italian leather pads with metal tone boosters, domed metal tone boosters on there. So guys, if you are in need of soprano sax, this is definitely the way to go for you. And they do several different models. They have the traditional full straight. They have the fully curved soprano, and then they're available in a variety of finishes and metal. So you can get them in solid bronze or solid copper, solid nickel silver, solid sterling silver, gold plated, silver plated, unplated, raw brass. They're just so versatile, so many options, but they are all top grade, professional, beautiful sounding, elegantly playing saxophones. I highly recommend them. And there it is. That is the Ramponi and Casani R1 Jazz half curved or saxello soprano saxophone, B flat, live on our website right now, palinmusic.com, or give me a call, 417-882-7006. This one is an all solid one piece body all the way through with the fixed neck. Some sopranos you see, they've got a detachable neck up here, which allows you to change out the neck if you want a straighter or a more curved neck. But this one's fixed, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a perfect design. So there it is, guys. Check that one out on the website. Give me a call, or let's chat. I'll send one to you today. Would love to do that. It's a beautiful horn. Needs a new home. All right. So that is the final instrument of the day, Mr. Gordon. What does that leave us with?
Can you share some wisdom with us?
I can share some wisdom, and this is I don't know if you call this wisdom or just some insight. It's a quote. Sticking with the theme, like I said, so we had the song "It Had to Be You" by Harry Connick Jr. from the film When Harry Met Sally, and this is a quote from Harry Connick Jr. as well about music and his kind of feelings on it. Harry Connick Jr. says, "It is jazz music that called me to be a musician. And I have always sung the songs that moved me the most. Singers like Frank Sinatra and myself, we interpret the songs that we like, not unlike a Shakespearean actor that goes back to the greatest words ever written. We go back to the greatest songs." I think that can probably be said for many artists. They feel that way. There was a particular song or a particular style of music that they first heard that like turned that musical light on in their heads and in their hearts and their souls, which drove them to become the musicians that they are. But there's a lot of talk about musicians that don't write their own songs or perform their own songs. They only perform music written by other people, and that's the art of interpretation, which is so great. I mean, some of the greatest artists in the world never sang or performed their own songs. Mostly known for other people's songs. Frank Sinatra, one example. Elvis Presley, another one. Very few songs Elvis performed, I think, were his own songs that he wrote. But Harry Connick Jr. Now, Harry does have some original songs as well. But Diana Krall's another one. I mean, she's a great interpreter of music. She's done some original stuff as well, but primarily she sings other people's songs. And there are a lot of artists that have had long and thriving and important careers in music just by performing other people's music. So that's just something to think about. So that's my inspirational piece of wisdom, or just inspirational quote, whatever you want to call it, from Harry Connick Jr., one of my favorite artists of all time. I hope he will be one of yours soon as well. So check him out. And that kind of winds us down. I think we're done, right? Just about
so.
here at the end, folks.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure. I know I won't be here tomorrow or Monday because I'll be in California, but we'll be doing something for the show. So just stay tuned. Make sure you tune back in here tomorrow at 8:30 or Monday at 8:30 and see what we got going on. There's always something fun happening around here. But otherwise, I will be back live on Tuesday of next week, and we'll continue this on through the holidays. How about that? So thank you all for being here and contributing on the chat. David from Colombia, thank you so much. And then all my usual friends and folks on there, I really appreciate you as well. So let me leave you with this. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.